The Waipahu community spoke out and HART heard them loud and clear. The left-hand lane into Tanioka's and the adjoining strip mall is back open, and HART promises to evaluate every intersection going forward.
Our feet at HART and at HDOT were really held feet to the fire to see if we can't come up with a way to make this work.
Surrounded by city and state lawmakers, HART CEO Dan Grabauskas announced the left-hand turn into Tanioka's store has been reestablished. The closing of that lane drastically affected business at the eatery, which has been around since 1978, as well as all the other nearby businesses.
What happens is when this left turn gets shut down, then everybody has to go down and they have to make a U-turn, and it causes major traffic.
The family had to cut back business hours by 3 hours a day. It says it did so without cutting employees. The Tanioka family and the Waipahu community complained, and lawmakers came together to put the pressure on. Grabauskas said HART asked rail contractor Kiewit to take another look, and together they decided they could safely reopen the lane.
Because the columns in this particular area near the Waipahu Drainage Canal are spaced further apart, that gave us a different line of sight, and they were able to take a look at measuring that and determine that a left-hand turn, in fact, would be both a safe and sensible solution.
The lunchtime crowd was back.
What's it been like without the turn?
I didn't want to come down this street.
Rosanna Kahai Kim was glad to see the left-hand turn back so she could pick up her favorites. How was it in recent months?
Well, I work on the other end of Waipahu, and I really debate coming this way. I'll just jump on the freeway and try not to come this way.
The Tanioka family says it will look at returning to its pre-rail business hours after they evaluate how business goes.
The community of Waipahu, the Waipahu Neighborhood Board, as well as the businesses and the residents that use this area, it's a big victory for them.
Now, Grabauskas said the cost was minimal. They only had to realign the road for the left-hand turning. He says they do that all the time, realigning the roadway. He says they are pledging to look at every intersection to see if the status quo can be maintained safely.